Hey everyone. I figured I'd just get on here for a few minutes. Sorry about the lighting. It is really crappy out where I live, and it's been raining for 2 days, which is kind of nice because we needed it. But at the same point, it's really kind of cold. It's like 59 degrees, and that's not summer weather, that's for sure. But it does remind me of fall, which I miss fall. I really do. But anyways, I came on here to kind of talk about my records. So I called my RE that I've been going to for almost 2 years, and I asked for my records, and they were really rude to me. But they sent my records for my new appointment with my RE next week. And I was like going through them because they never told me anything. Nothing. All they would ever tell me was my estradiol level and my LH. No, wouldn't even talk. Just my estradiol level and the number of follicles I had. That's it. That's all they would ever tell me when I was doing a cycle. They never told me any of my blood work, any of the results, nothing. The last time I met with my doctor, I met with her very, very briefly in January because she had to do hysteroscopy, an HSC, and it's where they just stick the camera in the uterus and make sure it's all good. And then the last time I really talked to her was last August, which is August 3rd. So it's ironic that my new doctor's appointment is August 2nd of this year. So besides that, I went through my records and I found some interesting things that I figured I'd share. So the first things I found was that my hemoglobin level is on the high side, and it has been on the high side for every time they've run my repeat blood work, so last year and this year. And then my RDW, which is like your red blood cell distribution, is low. So both of those were flagged. And there's a lot of different things that can mean. I don't really know exactly what they mean, but some of them mean anemia, iron deficiency due to lack of deficiency in vitamin B, deficiency in folic acid, which are two very important vitamins when you're trying to conceive. So I will definitely bring that up with the new doctor. Those two, they were done in my complete blood count, so everything else looked good. Nothing else was out of whack either time. So it was just those two. But the other interesting thing was, as I was going through reading the notes, like the first meeting I had with her in December or January of 2012, it was like after all my blood work and all that junk, I went and I met with the doctor, and she had made notes about our meeting, and in big 4 bold letters after diagnosis, it says PCOS. Now, I've told you guys, this has bothered me because they've never once actually said it to my face. I had one nurse kind of mention that I had polycystic ovaries, but nothing extreme, which is fine. Like, I completely understand if I'm borderline. But it'd be nice to know, because for my end, I know what I should be eating, drinking, taking on supplemental level of, on my end, what I should be doing for it. And they don't really give you any direction. They don't tell you to eat certain foods or exercise more. They don't talk anything about that. It's all about business, and it's all about doing the drugs, doing the IUI, seeing if it creates positive. There's no outer influences that they really care about, which is part of the reason why I'm leaving. And I think part of the reason why when I get pregnant, I'm going to love my OB, or I'm going to have to go to a midwife if I can't stay with my OB, because my OB is very hands-on and very, all about the whole picture, not just about the business. So The next thing I found last night, I went to acupuncture, and before acupuncture, I was like looking through my paperwork, and this thing flies out. And it was a separate test I had to get done because they couldn't do it at the hospital I originally got my blood work done. And it's the AMH level. So a normal range is 0.7 to 3.5. So AMH, a lot of YouTubers on here are low AMH, and that means that your reserve is diminishing. Here, I'll just read it. The reported normal range above values is calibrated to the likelihood of good ovulatory response during hyperstimulation egg retrieval procedure. Low levels of AMH are reported to be associated with decreased ovulatory egg supply as assessed by an antral follicle count or number of eggs retrieved during hyperstimulation. High AMH levels are reported to be associated with the increased risk of PCOS. That's it. All the rest is all just like junk. So the normal range is 0.7 to 3.5. Mind you, mine is borderline high, but it's 3.95, which is above the normal range. And although it's borderline, I don't want to be high. Like, I don't want to have that category. So the risks with having a higher AMH, one might think, oh, well, that's better than having a low. Yeah, it is. It means that I have tons of follicles that are excreting this particular hormone in the blood that the AMH level blood test picks up. So yes, I do have tons of follicles. The problem is my body doesn't know how to pick one and make it a dominant follicle. And I'm learning a lot as I'm like researching the actual blood tests and like reading reports and research papers. I'm like totally like a geek like that. But basically that's what's happening. And that's why my LH level never gets high, because my body can't figure out which one it wants to make dominant. Therefore, my body doesn't ever release the LH to release the egg. So then I looked at my last cycle, because my last cycle on the injectables was like crazy nuts and just wrong on all levels. And it was a complete bust. And what makes me even more angry is the fact that they probably knew it was a bust and made me go through with it. Well, not made me, but made me think positively and go through with it. My LH never got over 7. 7. That's like not even, that's like in the males category of LH level. Never got over 7. So my body wasn't even attempting to produce LH. Now, when I looked back at my 3 Clomid cycles, my LH level increased normally. So by the time I was at my IUI, I was between 20 and 25, which is when an egg would be released. So that's kind of crazy to me that my LH level never got above 7 when it was tested 2 days before my IUI, and it was a 7. And at that point, my follicle size was a 17. So my body was not connected to my brain was not connected to my body during that cycle at all. So that was a complete bust. And with the high AMH level, you have a very increased chance of getting OHSS, which I got. I know I didn't really talk about it that much, but I'm finally feeling better, and it's been over almost 4 weeks since I think I'm like cycle day, what is it? It's the 26th. Maybe I'm cycle day 24. So it's been over 3 weeks since I got my cycle. And since I found out about I'm cycle day 24 today. Since I found out about the cysts. And I had 2 cysts, one on the right and one on the left. And when I looked back at my paperwork, I had 1 follicle that was 17. And then I had 3 follicles that were between like 10.8 and 12. I don't know why they counted them, but they wrote those on the paperwork. So I don't know if I actually released an egg last month. Who knows? I feel like I didn't. I feel like it was a bust. But I'm over it. It's in the past. Let's move on. Let's get over it. So I'm moving on. But all of this new information has just got me like crazy hyped up for my new doctor. I can't wait to pick her brain. I can't wait to have a new set of eyes. I can't wait to figure out what's going on. I feel like my body is a hormone issue, and I feel like if we don't get that hormone issue down, that getting pregnant is not going to be the best thing, and I most likely will miscarry. And I'm saying that because I feel like there's a real huge disconnect between my brain and my body, meaning like maybe my adrenal glands, my pituitary, there's something messed up and not connected. And I really want to work on that before I get pregnant again. So I hope that I'll have great news. The problem is I won't be able to share the great news until a week later because I'm going to be crazy busy after my appointment. So I will definitely update you guys as soon as I can. If I can do a video log on the way home, I definitely will, and I'll upload it. But it's going to be, we have a very busy next month. So I will try and get on here and update you on the doctor's appointment. As of right now, I am cycle day 24. I have not had a surge, therefore I have not ovulated this month. So I definitely don't think, considering I would be getting my period in 6 days, I definitely don't think I will be getting my period, but who knows? I had an acupuncture treatment last night, so we'll see. But as of now, it looks like September will be the golden month, which is my birthday. So I'll be 27 on the September 1st. So I'm okay with that if we get things under control in the next 2 months. So taking my vitamins, taking everything, trying to de-stress, staying positive, some fabulous, fantastic ladies on YouTube that just spread positivity like wildfire, and you guys are awesome, and I watch you all, and I try and comment when I can, but I just want you guys to know you guys rock, and I don't think I would be as positive as I am if I didn't watch all of your journeys, because you guys inspire me. And that's it. So I will see you guys as soon as possible. And I know this was super long. I didn't mean it to be long. I'm so late for work. But I just wanted to share everything I found out in my records. And I feel like 3 years later, I feel good that I finally know kind of what's going on. So hopefully we'll have a solution. If not, we'll figure something out. So have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you guys soon.